Afternoon. I'm a bit late, I guess, but it's Galston Valley's birthday weekend and we're overlooking the new turntable, partly constructed, and of course the signal box and the new storage line on the right hand side with a 70 class and carriages sitting. The weather's not that bright, but it's better than a total fire ban. Actually, it's quite cold. Very strong wind has been prevalent today, but now is starting to abate, fortunately. A few of our Newcastle visitors, a couple of 38s. Ian Bartle and Dallas King, of course, with their 38. And Peter King as passenger. Loco. Ian can't keep traction with Dave Thomas's loco with 38 in front. Yeah, Dave's got crook knees, so he can't drive for long. Fern about some of the model ships that are here today, and Alan's just going to tell us something about them, and you're not going to see much of Alan, but we're looking at the ships. And the first one is the 1933 Royal Air Force 56-foot pinnace, and that's Alan's ship.
Yes, this ship was used by the Air Force in England for seaplane maintenance and tender work. It was used for taking the aircraft crew out to the planes and obviously their maintenance crew, and generally ferrying people around. That was the type of what this vessel did. They're basically based on a steam launch hull, but they were powered by a diesel, and they were built between 1927 and 1933.
Wonderful. Now we've got a trawler here, have we?
Yeah, that's right. That's a trawler. That was built by Phil Gant. Phil tells me that the real vessel was apparently lost at sea with all hands on deck. I can't tell you a lot more about this particular model, except that Phil got a special award at our last birthday
weekend last year. That's right. Yes, that's right.
And he got a special award for that model. It's probably about 6 or 7 years old now.
Yes, right.
It's steam powered and performs very well.
I like the little steam launch up there with the vertical boiler I can see.
Yes, now that one was built by the late Reg Wood and myself. We built that together. Reg built the steam plant and I built the hull and fitted it out, and we sailed it for several years together before he passed on. That's based on an American steam launch built at in the 1920s. Scale from a drawing which was a 26-footer.
We've got this Mary Powell up here.
That's one of the big walking beam paddle steamers which were in the Americas. This again was built by Phil Gant, and this particular one's electrically powered. Performs very well on the water. If you look, you'll see that it's got a very shallow freeboard, so it's got a high windage.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Obviously you have to be careful about where you sail that one and wind.
Yeah.
It does look beautiful on the water.
Yes, if there's a high wind, she'd be inclined to go a little her own way.
That's right, she hills quite considerably.
Yeah. I bet it'd be in real life, that sort of amount of freeboard above the waterline as opposed to what's below would leave it open to the wind and the tide, no matter what.
Yeah, so of course they did sail mainly on the inland waterways, not on the sea.
Yeah.
Hence the type of hull.
Right.
But once you start scaling things down,
Yes.
you can't scale the waves, and so they can become a problem. You notice that on the American paddlers that the wheels are very far forward compared with the typical English one, which are normally about midships.
Right. That's right, yes.
And I don't know if you can see the top of the walking beam engine, that's just above the paddle, so that actually moves up and down.
Oh, right, so it is connected and it is functional, yeah, right. That's right. Oh, well. Thanks very much for that, Alan.
That's a pleasure.
This is good for history, you see. While we're looking at the pinnace, Alan's told me that he's installed an emergency supplies cabinet, and he wanted to know my opinion on whether or not things in there were as we require them on a ship. I'm not too sure what's required on a ship, but let's have a look, Alan. Please.
There you go.
Now, see if I can focus on this. I got a bit here picking this up. T, 3 toilet rolls, and a skein of rope. Well, yes, I would classify that as being fairly well emergency supplies, yes. Down to earth. Emergency supplies as supplied on the water. Yes, very good. We're going to have a look at the engine compartment of the pinnace now. Here we are, 7 minutes into the movie, and we're looking at ships. But then ships are always interesting. This was powered originally, as Alan said, by a diesel engine, and coincidentally now it has a what appears to be a 4-stroke water-cooled engine, is it?
Yes, 4-stroke 15cc petrol engine.
Right. Very intricately wired up for, I guess it's got a self-starter and all the other reversible crankshafts and things.
There's a self-starter over here.
Yeah.
And we've got a centrifugal clutch.
Oh, right. Right.
Forward and reverse gearbox.
Gee whiz. And 2 big batteries to keep it in the water.
2 big batteries to act as ballast and give me the 30 amps for the starter motor.
30 amps for the starter motor. Right, right. Anyway, thanks for that again, Al.
It's a pleasure.
Now, the wind is so strong here today that they're going to bring the ships in out of the wind because they fear there might be some damage done. But they'll be hard pressed to blow Mike New's traction engine away. If we see this blow over, we're in big trouble. Mike's just putting a bit of a fire in it, I think. Trying to keep warm. Last year we had total ban. This year it looks like we might get snow next. You can see Margaret Warburton running around in a ski jacket. Mind you, Eric's not too fussed about it. He's got his shorts on. Greg Holly and his echidna is again on site with us tonight. It's just getting on to 4 o'clock. And the sun's even come out and the wind's dropped. He's got some nice 4-wheelers he's been building. Paul Dove is here again, and he's now made a triple header. With a 38. Of Dave Thomas and Dallas King. Peter King was driving the second 38. Bianca looks like she's having a run here. I'll get her coming up. Darren O'Brien. And a load of bricks. Give his engine a try out. You can see the operating tail lights in the guards van on the end. He's 38, just passing now on the lower track. Reg Waters keeping guard. Hauling some Great Western stock. Craig's promised me a standing start this time. We'll see how we go. .3805. Very enthusiastic, that engine. Yeah, just watch you don't get caught up there with a buffer lock.
I know. I don't think we will pull him.
You'll notice that Reg Waters is making a guest appearance here. Rather reluctantly, but still. Darren O'Brien patiently waits with the other trains behind for our photographic run. Well, Alice, you can go now. You can see the wind strength by the way the steam's blowing off the top of the engines. And it's actually abated by 20 kilometres an hour, I'd say. Paul's hard-working Anne, orphan Annie actually. Still going dramatically well here. And over Hilltop. Well, Ridge has given up the driver's seat. I'm getting in a lot of trouble here because I'm not down on ground level.
I didn't realise that was number 6.
Yeah, so 3806, 3805 and 01. Shame they're standing still. Parallel run.
Yeah. Which way do you want? Bit more forward, bit more front.
The second day of the Galston Valley birthday weekend. The official opening's just taken place. And many of our visitors have already taken up the tables. Barbecue is very busy.
Over on the left, he's our fire prevention officer.
How are you?
Now then, where would you prefer? There or here?
We're easy.
Where's he gone? Where's our man?
Alan Head, and he's 35.
That's crazy. Good service out of that.
The Right Honourable Kevin Rizzoli, Speaker in the Parliament, Mayor Gallagher, the Beard, obviously, at the official party table. And the weather again has been kind to us. So Max J and his irreverently termed Bitzer.
Illawarra Club logo.
Well, this is the Illawarra Club logo, right. It looks like some good bits to me, mate. The roundhouse at this time is occupied by my new acquisition, the Royal Scot. As well, it's not in steam yet because you can't video and steam at the same time, so I've been told. With a badly placed bum car, quite out of character with the engine. Greg Holly's echidna sitting over there, and of course the locomotive we just looked at was on the other side is Max Gay's. It never gets photographed very often, and Mark Chapman's bringing down his goods loco in North Eastern Railways with his little goods consist, and very interesting at that. Arrangement 080. Going down to the main now. Right, Alan. The station is fairly quiet, being lunchtime. Station staff don't mind either. Paul Dove and Peter King. Oh, Newcastle Club. Of Galston. The operation at Galston Valley is the signalling staff. Don Whitehouse. Very good stuff. Paying attention to his schools, with Fred Morris being an interested onlooker.
Assistant, not just an interested onlooker. See you later, then.
Robert Flat again occupied by most of the Newcastle people who were brave and camped overnight in the somewhat cold conditions. But at least they didn't have to go home like they did last year because of the total fire ban. Ground is very dry. We are lacking rain somewhat desperately. We're being greeted now by the 35 class of Ron Larkin with offspring driving. Has been working on this engine here, not a locomotive, mind you. It's a stationary engine called a Ronaldson Tippet with some bore of 300 millimetres. He's preheating it now, preparation to start. Actually, he hoped it was going to run last year, but you can imagine the amount of work that had to go into this. Guy Gadsden's assisting here. They're preheating the air intake, I believe, there. With LPG. The Ronaldson Tippet. The official party is taking a run around the track here behind Bob Sanderson's Shay. Now being joined by the President, John Snowden. We normally double head the train, but because Bob Shay is so powerful we don't need to today. G'day! There, Mick Gallagher and Phil's on the back. Oh, the 35 class again with a carriage on the back. Mark Chapman. Mark Chapman's got Paul driving his loco now. This looks like hard work.
Sit on slope, sit again. Go.
This looks like hard work. And next gay. Like Illawarra the Club Loco.
You guys haven't been watching those wheat bix ads, that's your
Yeah, you need your wheat mix, fellas.
wheat bix.
Here's your run of Don Payne stationary engines.
Tried to get somebody to finance it.
And of course, Russell Painter has got his little collection here too.
Went broke. Could see the potential. Sell that.
Like news engine running, that's something.
Sorry?
At least I've seen it running.
Not all good things happen in the end, John.
You're running the electric barbecue, are you?
Yep. Actually, there's a motor in here that's driving it.
Oh, right.
That's what it is.
Right.
Yeah. There's a steam planning for effect, huh?
I haven't given up on the Ronaldson tippet, it's just that it seems to be so protracted getting started. And I thought if I went away it might start. Some of the carriages that have been built. I know this one's got a Howard Armstrong origin. The New South Wales passenger cars. John Knight's horse-drawn cars sitting on top of some of his railway wagons. The new engine being built by Ray Willis, the Simplex 060. I'm talking to myself. How do you get a description otherwise? Thank you.
Not interrupting.
No, it'll come out quite candidly. Right there. This. Reg Waters, Great Western King. Not complete, obviously, but the tender's looking pretty good. I'm just backing up here. I get a better view this way. And the Shire class, the class of Alan Head sitting there, going along in construction-wise. The intricate arrangement of the cylinders in the King give most of us would-be engineers a great headache, but Fred seems to be coping quite well. '36 class of Dick McCarthy's. Only recently completed. I don't believe I've seen it in steam out here yet. Quite well detailed. combination of hand tools. He looks like he specialises in planes, but then again, he does get diverse. And you see some chisels, some marking equipment. And of course, probably his crowning achievement is the cordless steam engine. He's ably assisted this morning by Jack Mockett. In the corner here chewing a sandwich, so I'm not going to video him while he's doing that. He reckons that's irreverent.
They reckon about 1 tonne for 1 horsepower.
Right. When I bought my place, I had 2 of these on the place.
Oh yeah.
First I actually seen them set up that, where they would be operating. I knew how they worked.
They won them at Locomotive Valley, didn't they?
Yeah. He's asked me about that.
Are you going to arrest this gentleman for some misdemeanour? So Michael News engine is going to have a run. It's a bit difficult round here for manoeuvrability with a trailer. He's still getting steam up.
Down to there.
You won't run over many. If you do, it'll only be slow.
I've got a problem.
Beautiful.
Should be running around the track today.
It's the wrong gauge.
Not this track, that track.
He said it's too rough.
Now I'll have to take this off and drive it back by hand because otherwise it jackknifes.
Well, it's full. It's fouler. And they just said it really was a fouler because it just fouled up on the point. That's so we won't run out of water, that 40-gallon tank on the back. Oh, Ed Curry's got his going. Here comes Bob now going to Loco. Set, Bob. Track set for you, I think.
Does that go back automatic?
Yep, which is just as well. Taking a rest. We did run the Scott, but there's a problem trying to reach into the cab, and the remote control lever that I devised is not satisfactory. The bum car is not the right riding car for the locomotive, so I've got to put some stirrups on the tender. Blow down valves there, fine spoke wheels. And all for Annie going back to Loco. This is where they sound the best. Well, we didn't have as many people here today as I thought we would, but everybody seems to be pleased with the taking, so that's the main thing. It didn't run.
No, it's my finger in the hole that's doing it.
That's your finger in the hole.
Yeah, literally.
But that's
It's not raising the level. That's your problem.
Well, that seems to be the problem.
Well, that's why hasn't that come forward before that?
Right.
Unless it's to do with the way we've set the engine up on the concrete plinth. That we've tilted it one way or the other, and it's so sensitive.
I heard that. I'm a dud.
Just keep your eye on that, Brian, and then just keep that about that level in there. See that? Keep it about that level. That's enough.
There, isn't it? Yeah. Firing through it.
Oh.
Why is it that firing through it?
Looks like there's more fuel coming out of the exhaust pipe than anywhere else. Running his titch on the 3.5 with a goods train. Pitch on the hill here, right at the gates, and he reckons he's got to start. Look at it. Walks away. Walks away. My Hornsby was about as big as that. It didn't do as well as that. It's crook when you can't see the engine in front of the bum car. Don't believe that. Well, we should close now from Galston Valley on this Saturday. Batteries held up well today. I'm very pleased. Most of the people have gone home. They're starting to pull the shutters down now and leave the night crews here. And it hasn't turned out such a bad day, although a little windy. We're opening at Galston on the Sunday, and this is Dick McCarthy. He owns that fine 36 class that's got that little note in it in the shed that's going to be running soon. Soon.
You feel silly saying it here.
No, it's all right. It's a wonderful locomotive, Dick. I think you should be very proud of it, and if you need some assistance in getting a driver or something, I'm sure there's a whole heap of blokes here who'd be only too pleased to have a drive. But we'll work something out, I'm sure. But anyway, there's a big crowd here.
Too bad, it was a good day today.
Yeah, it's a wonderful day after yesterday. I mean, so we thought we were going to be in for a very torrid weekend, but it's turning out really well. Now all they've got to do is cope with the crowd.
We just had a trouble with the points down the bottom of the station.
Oh, did they? They died, did they?
I think derail on their
Right. Oh, that'll be interesting. I'll go and see the operation down there. I believe we're working on a flag system here.
Yeah.
So the points have been disconnected.
Multiple flagmen.
Multiple flagmen.
One red, one green.
So you had a points failure?
Derailment wrecked the point.
Oh, the derailment of what?
Riding car.
A riding car.
Empty riding car.
Well, we've been told before we need something there to protect the bars.
After you see the feet, how close the feet go to those.
Yeah. We're going to have cowls over them.
Yeah, weights over.
Run out. This is what you call manual points now. Howard Armstrong's doing the honours, considering the derailment wrecked them. Arthur Jones leaving the station under the green flag of Tony Coles. Your eye escaped, so I was lucky.
You did?
I've been doing assessments.
Oh, have you?
38s will start anywhere. Again, Dick? Dick just said it goes better in forward gear.
Good stuff.
The John Gibson engine.
John Gibson agricultural traction engine.
Oh, now this is what we need to see. Yeah, oh, I can zoom in on
Can you get
that.
onto that?
Get all the total thing here. What's this? Here we go. The Durham and North Yorkshire agricultural traction engine, 1875 scale, 1 to 6, single cylinder, 35mm bore, 51mm stroke, builder John Gibson. Wonderful. Does it run?
It runs really well.
Good.
Certainly runs well.
I can pull you along.
Yep. Oh yeah, no trouble. I expect it to pull one more adult as well as myself.
Tom's not going to give us a demonstration because the bricks are a little bit hard on the steel wheels, the edges of these bricks. It'll be much better when we get our traction engine circuit completed, and then we will get a good view of this beautiful little engine. I can almost read the pressure gauge from here. Wash out the boiler every 14 days. That's how good. Well, the camera's not bad, it can read that. I can't.
Get his name on the back. On the back.
Oh, Charlie. Wonderful.
There you go, John.
Thanks, John.
Excellent.
Tom, thanks very much.
Okay, mate. Thank you. Come again.
Acquisition is hot air engine. We actually got a preview of this some weeks ago when we brought it out for the Wednesday workers. We didn't get any film of it. The milling throng.
But it takes all factories in England built at the turn of the century. They all had machinery like that.
Or windmills.
Oh, how's that?
Good afternoon, Jerry Bailey.
Good afternoon.
This is Alice in Wonderland, I think, because she's upside down. And that's where Alice was in Wonderland, if you all remember the story. It was really confusing. Darren O'Brien's spit, or rotisserie. Quite adjustable. Wally Brunny and Wombat, Ed Curry and the Speedy. Good on you, Phil. Phil Gann, who's shunning Locomotive. There's Reg up the back. Dick Butcher and Brian Harris, hard at it. Only Coles, the flagman, kicks the points over. Well, that was a difficult start for Brian and Dick on that hill. There was a blockage in the cutting there. In the cutting, Alan. After it was cut this year, I'm going to get it before. It's going to look like the Wheel of Fortune from an elevated view. Happy 21st, Hornsby and District Model Engineers Society Co-op Limited.
And that goes to the piece of cake that's in one of those bags.
Thanks, Elaine.
That's okay, my pleasure.
I'll put this back.
As long as you don't get me in it, I don't know what you're involved
I've got to get you in it.
No, I've got plenty at home. I was having something to go with coffee.
Elaine's in it. Elaine's well and truly in it.
Oh, you've got characters. Go away.
They do.
I'm not
Good dodging ladies.
I'm not
Now watch this. He looks like the semaphore man on the end of an aircraft carrier. There's a couple of profiles there, mate.
Very great, mate, calling me in a grub.
Brian Harris has had his head in the firebox.
I put my goggles on going up the hill because that 59 blows soot on me.
Does it?
Not the 58.
No, the 59.
Only the
59. So they blame Dick for that, did you?
As soon as it's over, mate.
You're lucky that the lady up there still loves you. Heard a tall story.
What was that?
Mr. Harris reckons the 59's putting soot on him.
Look at his face, brother.
I know, I just looked at it. Everybody else has. Yours is clean.
Did it?
Yeah.
All right.
He's not doing all
What does that mean? I'm doing all the work, John, does it?
Well, no, I thought maybe you should drive the 58 and he should drive the 59.
Yeah.
You've only got one engine blowing on you, and a two blowing.